Welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. Guys, today is kind of a sad episode, it's a very serious episode. I'm gonna try to make it nice and light, but I've been crying literally all day. I'm going to try to not cry right now. That's why my eyelashes, they were mascara, long little spider legs, and now they're little chodes. Okay, but before we really get into it, you're gonna need a couple things for today's episode. First, you're gonna need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. Damn, my finger looks long. And then you're gonna need something to puff on, hit, whatever you wanna call it so that we don't get age restricted. This is my high 90s, it's Strawberry Bomb. It's gonna be a nice little indica boy and it's a live resin disposable. Okay, y'all, here's the tea. I don't know about how the age restriction stuff works with when I talk about pew-pews, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say pew-pew. I am sorry that sounds so fucking insensitive, but when I look online at other people whose videos are not restricted or demonetized or whatever, they don't say the G-U-N word. They say pew-pew, and that sucks, and that's awkward, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so anyway, so today's episode is unfortunately inspired by the events happening in the USA right now. Today is Wednesday, the 10th, I believe, of September, 2025. Woke up this morning to hear that Charlie Kirk pew-pewed and is no longer with us, and about around the exact same time, another school pew-pew happened in Colorado. This part is going to upset a lot of people, and I just have to be honest and just be myself, and if that means you don't want to subscribe or watch my videos, I understand. We're probably just not a good match. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be sad that this thing happened to Charlie Kirk. And I would like to actually let you know he passed doing what he loves, spreading misinformation propaganda, making fun of the trans community, while also advocating for pew-pews and blaming the trans people for the violence. What saddens me is the fact that this man, who actually is quoted saying, bitch, I'll look it up right now actually, because I don't want to misquote it. I don't want to paraphrase it or have it be my wording. So let me pull up the quote of what he said just 1 or 2 years ago. And I do want to be clear, I do not think that anybody should be gone due to pew-pew violence, and I've always fucking said that, but I think it's very interesting that I'm supposed to be sad when he is quoted saying, I think it's worth it to have a cost of, unfortunately, some pew-pew deaths every year so that we can have the Second Amendment. And what's interesting is people will sit here and say, so you're saying that he deserved it because he had different opinions than you. No, he is saying that it is okay. His words, not mine. He is okay with the violence happening as long as the amendment still fucking happens. And the crazy thing is, I didn't want anything like this to happen, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm sad over it when I'm not. I am sad that we have lost school students to the same issue that he is quoted saying he's fine. He thinks that it is okay that unfortunately people have to just take one for the fucking team so that United States Americans can have their Second Amendment. Take a hit. I'm fucking pissed. So while all of this is going on, I wake up and I hear all of this. I actually took these notes last night, and it was very much a downloaded oracle message. And it's crazy because I was looking for a sign and I was pulling the cards and they weren't really resonating at first and I just wasn't understanding it. And so I was like, okay, put these ones to the side. New question. Should I do what I usually do and just go online and try to get some inspiration from the content I'm seeing online and see what that sparks up within me? Or should I try a different method? What should I do? Oracle card that I pulled said no. Pause, just wait. So that's exactly what the fuck I did, and waking up today and seeing what the notes I had are and what the reading was last night, and then what's going on today and the energy, especially because my anxiety has been crazy. I've been crying all day, having anxiety attacks all day. It's probably the same anxiety attack, just prolonged and off and on. I wasn't going to record today. I was going to take the day to just take care of my mental health, but I also am feeling like this is meant to go together. So anyway, I'm just gonna get this message out because I know it's probably not actually necessarily for you guys. It's for me. Y'all just heard me. I was just losing my breath. I was so worked up. I'm so upset and activated from this. To be fair, my little brother is a victim of child pew-pew violence. So aside from just empathy and having a heart and being a normal human, I have a very close personal connection to it, and I'm about to cry. I'm very sensitive about it. My little brother's okay, by the way. He's an adult now. He's fine. But it happened when he was not an adult, when he was in high school. So anyway, I get very big feelings about this. Also, I'm a Libra, October 11th Libra, so I'm very justice-based. I am not based in overall just peace. Even if someone's hurting you, I won't hurt you back because that's not peaceful. That's not how I roll. If someone's hurting one of my loved ones, I'm gonna make it so that you can't hurt them again. You understand? I love that I'm talking such a big game, but I'm not actually physically violent at all, but my words can cut like a knife. Okay, take a hit so that I don't get worked up again. So anyway, the cards told me last night, and now I'm really understanding. They said, and I quote, "Your challenge is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it." Bitch, what the fuck? That seems impossible. Now, to the reading's credit, it was saying like keep your boundaries, maintain your boundaries, but don't let those boundaries, and even if your boundary is removing yourself from people or situations, don't let that experience harden your heart and close yourself off to all other future situations and other situations in general. So like last night, the example that I was getting was, say that you're with a fucking loser who doesn't treat you right, and then it's just like a horrible experience, and even breaking up is a horrible experience. Don't let that harden you to think that you don't deserve love or that there won't be a positive, healthy experience out there for you. Because my mom always said, and the card said last night, it is just as important to know what you do not want in a situation, in a relationship, as it is to know what you do want. Sometimes it's honestly more important, because even if you kind of have a general idea of what you want, if you don't know what you will not tolerate and what you don't like, you could fall for shit that's not good, that's not aligned with you, and that doesn't respect you. So like the message was really, it's okay to walk away from a situation. You don't need to let that close you off to future things, because now you're more prepared going forward as to what you will and won't tolerate, and you'll make even better decisions and more aligned decisions, which I think is still great. But then another thing that came through that I feel a little bit more aligned with today specifically was, if you find yourself stuck in the midst of just major anxiety and stress, ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Or what is it asking of me? Or how is it showing me ways that I can grow from this? Those are like 3 different things I know, but they're all kind of the same vibe. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is like, okay, what is this asking of me? Like, how can I grow from this? I don't know what the answer is yet. Like I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm looking to others for inspiration, or people who I like very much look up to, especially when it comes to situations like this. Look, guys, I'm not saying I have the answers. This reading was very much for me as well. Being a human, man, it is interesting. It's very courageous. Take a hit. I'm gonna try to finish this video up because the sun is shifting and it's about to like cut my face off all weird. I can already tell. But yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's like in times of crisis or extreme pain, especially on a collective level, I'm like, why is this happening? Like the human experience, it's so unique, and I get that. And there's so many theories about like what it's about. I know like if you're Christian, then it's like, you know, you just try to get better and better and better and better so that you can work your way up to heaven. Or if you believe more in like the reincarnation, rebirth vibes, then it's like, I just want to better and better and better myself so that the next time I'm on earth and having an earth experience, I'm something even better than I was before. Or if you're one of the weirdos who are like, it's a video game. Well, I assume you level up to the next video game and you try to not die. So again, the overall theme is like, we're all just trying to constantly better ourselves and make better choices and improve. And that's kind of cute. That's like, oh, the little through line is just like growing and learning and bettering ourselves. But motherfuckers don't really act like that. So we need that reminder sometimes. So what I wanted to do today was harden myself and cuss motherfuckers out. I've unfollowed and unfriended so many people today, and that I have no shame in, but I wanted to be more like hurtful directly, and I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to like really preserve my energy, but also take care of myself, and also figure out how to still use my voice and be productive and use the privilege that I do have. And it's a lot easier when you don't like harden yourself and become the fucking villain, even though I'm not saying justice and revenge aren't like fine. I'm cool with both those things as long as it's warranted. Take a hit. Anyway, that's all I really want to talk about for today's video, is like, I need to work on finding peace within myself and not hardening, especially during times like this of intense pain and anxiety and big emotions and frustrations and fear, and changing my opinion of the way that I view a lot of people, trying to like, just maintain a sense of calm and openness with my heart. So that's what I'll be working on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for also tolerating my roller coaster range of emotions. It was a crazy episode, but it's a crazy day. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.